How's it going, y'all? It's been a little while, but as always, my name is Aiden Anderson, and this is the Moscow Minutes. I'll be breaking down the Moscow City Council meeting from July 17th, 2023. Some highlights from this meeting include a report from the Human Rights Commission, a couple of Moscow City Code amendments, and some proposed payment options for multifamily recycling. Let's get into it. First up, the annual report from the Human Rights Commission. Commission Chair Ken Fonts went through the Commission's past year of activities, including various social justice and education forums, a community potluck dinner, participation in the 2022 Pride Festival, and the Juneteenth celebration. Ken also spoke about upcoming events, including farmers market appearances, the Great Moscow Food Drive, and additional educational and social justice-related events. Following that, a public hearing was conducted regarding an ordinance amending Title IV, Chapter 5, 8, and 10 of Moscow City Code regarding the procedures for appeals. The amendment is meant to clarify the city's process for dealing with appeals to Planning and Zoning and Board of Adjustment decisions. Planning and Zoning met in June to conduct a public hearing of its own on the subject and recommended approval of these amendments. After conducting the public hearing, the council approved the proposed amendments unanimously. Next up, Tyler Palmer and Tim Davis of city staff presented on proposed options for multifamily recycling. Because Moscow is a college town with a high turnover rate, it's difficult to run larger recycling units for multifamily living situations due to a risk of contamination. A working group, composed of city staff and representatives of Inland North Waste, have met to discuss potential future recycling options for these multifamily situations, and they presented their present findings to the council at this meeting. Council asked questions about cost and usage statistics and interacted with Dan Schoenberg, the co-owner of Palouse Properties, about experience with utilizing this system from a property owner's perspective. The proposed changes were approved unanimously by the Moscow City Council, and the city will be monitoring the success of their implementation to see if any further changes need to be made. As the last item on the agenda, Bill Belknap presented a proposed amendment to Title II, Chapter 2 of Moscow City Code to clarify the role of City Council President and Vice President and their ability to serve as mayor in the mayor's absence, and this was also approved unanimously by the Moscow City Council. With that, the City Council went into reports, where each council member gives an update as to what they've been up to recently. One major highlight from that was the upcoming budget workshop, where the mayor and City Council go through all 293 pages of the budget for the upcoming fiscal year in order to make any last-minute changes before the final version is presented at the public budget hearing in August. And with that taken care of, they adjourned for the evening. So, that's the latest from the Moscow City Council. As always, we'll have the relevant links posted with this video, and if you have any questions, let us know. This is Aiden Anderson with the Moscow Minutes. See you next time.